if you had to make two tricks in this suit, how would you do it?
Definitely with my ace.
Aces are always high?
Aces are high.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ace, king, queen, jack, 10.
If I had the ace and I had the lead,
Let's say that the lead is down here.
and I throw my low. Once it gets to the 9, does it matter? I mean,
No, it doesn't, because what are you worried about? What is preventing you from taking two tricks in this suit right now?
King is the right
The king. The king. The king is out. And so the king is either here or here.
okay, so those people are partners.
Oh, thank you for asking. Well, see, I made some assumptions.
Yep, no, I get it.
Bridge
Okay.
is a partnership game.
Yep.
Which is actually a very deep statement. And people in the club violate that and they don't have good results because they're not playing with partner. In some sense, they're playing against partner.
Right, okay.
No, it's a partnership game. So basically, when you're declare, this hand is laid down and this person gets to play both hands. Okay. So you're, by the way, more vocabulary. So if you look at the bridge column in the paper, you've got north, south, east, and west. So you're south. And all the hands I teach, south is declared. South is the person who has won the contract and is playing the hand. So, how can you make two tricks in this suit?
Well, ideally, you'd lead the ace and hopefully pull the king.
Okay. Now let's say
But if dude's got a jack
this is really your suit.
Okay.
So you have 6 cards in the suit. How many cards do the opponents have?
7.
7. And how do they probably split?
At least 4 deuce.
Probably.
7. So even though you can't do the math, or you're not expected to be able to do the math, you're expected to know it. And so there's a kind of a chart of probabilities. And it turns out that I think in terms of, 3/4, 2/3, 1/2, you don't need to know that it's 65.4.
Right.
We have an instructor that talks like that. Well, he's showing off. Who cares? 2/3 of the time is 65%. So if there are 7 cards out, they probably split 4-3. The point is, the chances of a singleton king
Are pretty small.
pretty small. So the losing play would be to play the ace and hope that it drops.
Yes.
Because so you play your ace, they're gonna slough a lower number.
Yeah, they're gonna.
And then you're gonna play your queen and they're gonna
lose
take
it.
it with the king.
Yeah, and so you have to assume that the opponents are sane.
Yes.
They're not going to throw the king under it unless it's.
Unless they have to.
If you're in this way,
So you're gonna play your jack or your 10 there to pull the king, and then your ace, queen are gonna be good for sure, and then probably the other jack or 10 could play as well.
well, you don't. I mean, this example doesn't have a jack of 10. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
It does, but you're on the right track. What happens if you lead low and this person plays low and you play the queen? What are you hoping for?
but it takes a jack.
That the king is over here.
Right.
And if the king is over here, the opponents are helpless. If you play the queen, it's going to win. If they play the king, you're going to play the ace, and the queen's going to win.
The next one.
So
yeah.
what's the probability of the king being here as compared to here?
Yeah, a little
50-50.
Yeah.
No, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't given you. The more you know about the hand, the better your calculations are. But off the top, this is a 50-50 deal. But there's something up here. If the choice is between slim and none, pick slim. Well, 50% isn't slim, but the point is that playing the ace and then the queen is virtually a 0% play. You don't want to do 0% plays, you know. So, and we'll find other things that are like 10% versus 0. Well, you can do the 10%. That's the slim. So this is called a finesse.
And so just quickly, if you don't take the trick, the other team, whoever wins the trick, leads the next round.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's the way the game flows. So, and you have to follow suit.
Okay. That was my
Unlike
other question.
pinochle, you don't have to trump.
Trump and then Trump higher.
You get
So you
choices.
have to follow suit,
You must
but
follow
if
suit.
you are not following suit, you don't have to trump.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a finesse, which is really a cool thing. I mean, if you haven't thought about it before, you know, it's kind of like making, you know, taking a trick when you know, don't expect to or you don't deserve it. You don't have ace king. If you had ace king, you just play it and that would be that.
Another way you could make it is if you could force East to lead that suit.
Okay. Yes, that's chapter 30. You're right. If this person leads this suit, then you get a choice because even if the king is here and they lead low, you'll be able to tell, being last to play, that the queen's going to win.
Yeah.
And there's techniques for sometimes forcing East to have to play that.